Hello, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to episode 17 of Soccer in the City, our New York City FC save to see how far we can take them in football. We are defending MLS champions, but as you can see, a lot of red dots. We are struggling this season. Since last episode, where again we struggled for some reason, the performances weren't too bad. We played two more games. First, you can see, was against Colorado. This was an even game, to be fair, but Alton Williams, a star was born. 2 goals for us. It was absolutely amazing. I have really high hopes for him, and he definitely came through against Colorado for us. Then we went and played San Jose. This was another even game. This was a tight game with one moment of magic, which Maxi Morales created and took for us. You can see 63rd minute got us the goal. We looked a little bit better defensively this game. As I said, it was really tight. So yeah, it was a good, solid away performance. Both those games were on the road. So yeah, very good, happy to get 6 points away from New York. This episode, we've got Portland at home. You can see they're 8th in the league. I think that's in their division, the Western Conference. Then Seattle away. So we're taking on the Northwest. And hopefully we'll get some more results here. I mean, we haven't had a win on the channel yet this season, I don't think, so we're definitely overdue one. And you can see the league table, we're sticking in there 6 points off Atlanta United, who are top, and we did fight with them last year in the playoffs, if you remember, if you were back. That was a little while ago that we played the first season of this save. So yeah, it's still kicking around, which is good. Supporters Shield, we're 10 points off. That's, albeit we've played a game less, but that's not looking as good as it possibly should. And you can see we're expected to win that, so we could have some serious questions to answer for the board before too much longer. And of course, for all the goals in between episodes, at the end of this game, after the Seattle game, there'll be goals of the month, so you can check that out. There are a few nice ones in there, as I said. But this is the team that's going out to face Portland. Johnson in goal as ever. Callens, Escobar, I think we haven't seen him on the channel before, but he's come into the center of defense with Chanot. Allen and Wallace go down the wings. Matarrita's picked up a suspension for accumulated bookings, so Wallace comes in for him. Not as good defensively, but more than capable. We're going to go with Ring and Sands in midfield. They played against San Jose and did really well. Ludamo is back on the bench. You can see his match fitness isn't ideal, so we might look to bring him on second half and just sort of boost the match fitness, and hopefully we'll be in a position to see out the game. The front three are picking themselves at the moment, to be honest. We've got Maxi Morales in behind Villa and Alton Williams. Hopefully we can see the best of Alton Williams in this game. So we can see here we have Portland in the what seems to be the standard MLS formation, this old 4-2-3-1 formation. Pick up, well, we're going to encourage the team. Show me what you can do to keep our run going. I mean, our run, it's not great. It's 2 tight games that we've managed to win. I'm going to say, take a risk and say a team we should be winning this with no problem at all. We'll say that calmly. We'll give them some calm. We have faith. And hopefully, we'll get a good performance for the channel, because you guys have not seen one yet. I mean, you've seen some good performances, but just sort of lackluster defending and some horrid finishing. So, I think the Columbus game, the second game of the season, was definitely the high point for us. Now, their squad is looking a little bit tired there, isn't it? So that's a benefit to us, I think. We'll give them some encouragement here. And we're going to be defending a throw, it looks like. Can we get this clear? Foot in. They're playing it around. We should be able to clear that now. They go, Wallace, look at the space in front of him. Go on, son. Drive into this space. Look at this. Oh, he's gone long and early. It's there, though, for David Villa. What a pass it turned out to be. Go on, David Villa. Go on, son. Oh, he's straight at the keeper. David Villa. I mean, that is not what you expect from a Spanish international with 100 caps, or near enough to. Corner comes in. It's headed away. Morales is there. Take your time, Maxi. Picks it up. What can he do? He's got a nice cross in there. It's there for Williams! Oh, John Williams. That's what he does, and just over the bar. Can we give some more? No, more encouragement. Yeah, come on, let me shout at the team. Come on. Any second now. There we go. More encouragement. I mean, this is one of the weaker teams that we're playing in, certainly the Western Conference. But look at this. Again, we're dominating this game. We just need to put the ball in the net. All right, Johnson goes out to Callens. Look at the space there for him. They're not putting any pressure on us from the back. Alexander Ring has the ball for Sands. Sands is someone who I think, he's only young and could develop into a nice player for us. Wallace whips it in for Williams. Oh, it's just couldn't quite bring it under his spell. Can we win that ball? No. Can we win this one? We can, yes. No pressure. Look at they've got no one up top. No out ball, which means we can keep the pressure on, which is nice. Williams for David Villa. Can he finish this time? Villa! That was a nice piece of football, wasn't it? We should praise them for that, actually. I was too busy celebrating the goal. That's actually some really nice football. Look at that. That's... As far as a team goal goes, I mean, there was no pressure on us whatsoever. But that's sort of goal of the season, honourable mention stuff, isn't it? Because just some really nice passing football, pinging it around, not letting Portland get anywhere near us. But we need to be capitalising here because Portland look like a poor team, don't they? Give them some more encouragement here. If we can get a second into half-time, that would be absolutely perfect. Here's a chance. Wallace with the throw. He's gone for Williams. Williams can turn. Look at the man in space here. Give it to Sands. Oh, he's got it. Go on, Sands. That's okay. It's found some man in space. Allen knocks it back in for Maxi Morales. Oh, straight at the keeper again. A little bit difficult with the header, but we could easily have been 3-0 up. But we're not. It's just the one. Absolutely dominating the game, though. We'll give it a... Don't get complacent, I think. Don't think the job is done. Sometimes the problem with that is that they don't actually then come out in the second half and continue to try and win the game. But we'll see how we go here. I'll give some individual team talks and then we will come back for that second half. Okay, just one tactical tweak as well. We are going to try and exploit the flanks this half. We did have a lot of space out there. Every time it went wide, there was either Allen or Wallace seemed to have space. So if we can exploit that a little bit more, hopefully then we can find a second goal. Again, we're not playing badly, but we're not particularly playing well. We'll give them some more encouragement here. We just need... You feel like a second goal and the floodgates could open. Alton Williams is looking nervous. We do have Harrison and Davies on the bench. What we might do here, 66 minutes. We should be able to bring Ludemo on at this point. We'll bring him on for Sands. We can play him as a deep-lying playmaker. We'll keep Ring on support. And the rest of that looks fine. I'm wondering if we take Alton Williams off. He's not playing particularly badly, though, so maybe no need to do that. Wallace is looking tired, as is Allen. We don't really have any wing-backs right now to back up because Matarrita is suspended. And Gomez, who would be our backup right-winger, is away on international duty with Trinidad and Tobago. So he'll be back next game. So ideally, I would take Allen off at this point and rest him. I'd like to give them a concentrate here. There we go. We just need to see this out at this point. Look at this. This would be another crime if we don't get the 3 points here. But we just don't seem to be able to finish teams off. And it's costing us results. At least we haven't conceded as of yet. That's a decent tackle from Ludemo, but it's gone. Oh, I thought that was it. I thought... Oh, okay. Let's try and start to close this down. We'll go control. We don't want to go defensive just yet. What we do want to do, though, I think, is just sit our wing-backs back a little bit. We don't need them bombing forward anymore. We might even sit Ring as a defensive ball-winning midfielder. Just put a bit of a screen up in midfield. Then we'll lower the tempo here. We'll play more structured. So we'll stay on our feet. We'll be more disciplined. We'll stick to positions. We'll retain possession. Slightly more mixed passing. And then hopefully just see out the 3 points at this stage of the game. What else we might do is bring on Davies as a defensive forward. That's his sort of preferred position for Williams. Williams has done fine this game, I think. But fresh legs, a defensive forward. Charlie Davies, we're not getting on right now, as I said last episode, but hopefully he can do a job here for us. So 2 minutes to go. We just need to keep the ball here. Morales has done well. Well, Allen did well, but Morales is there. He's put a ball through. It's not really for anybody. All right, come on, Allen. Let's just use it intelligently, please. That's nicely done. Ludemo. What's he got in for Morales? Nicely done. Look at this. We've got a pass out here. Oh, he's got caught in possession. Oh, we're not going to get done on the counter-attack, are we? Surely not. Oh, Bambi. It's going in. No! Oh, clear it. I thought that was it. You know what we should be doing here is playing defensively as well. I always forget to... I don't usually like to go defensive before stoppage time, and then I always forget to do it. Can we clear this corner, please? Escobar's done really, really well there. Escobar was someone I signed last season, and then it turns out we didn't really need him. But Mina hasn't done too well. He's been a little bit disappointing, to be honest. So I'm glad we have him now because he's come in and done a lot better than I would have expected. So, as I said, someone who was signed as a... there we go, good win. It's a good win. 3 on the row now, and you've seen a win on the channel. So let me know what you think of that performance. Again, shots are there, possession, we shaded that. We just can't get shots on target. Of course, the positive thing that game is that we... why can't we do it? No, let's just go with a good win. Why we can't defend like that all the time. In control, we were in control, but 1-0 doesn't show that, does it? So let's see what that done to the table. Look at that, that's what we want to see. We're pushing up 3rd in the division now. A little bit closer to Sporting Kansas in the Supporters' Shield as well. But you can see Portland, they're not a good team this year. So we'll wait right there. We'll be right back to play Seattle. I'm just looking at the table here. Seattle are just above them. So could this be a 6-point episode? Let's hope so. Alright, welcome back. We're on our way to Seattle. You can see we are favourites for this game, which puts a little bit of pressure on us, I think. But look at this. If we can get the win, we just keep in touch, don't we? We give ourselves a chance of toppling Atlanta United. This is the team we're sending out. Few changes here. We'll go through them as we get to them. So Sean Johnson is remaining in goal. Callens, Escobar, and Chinook remain across the back. Wallace, we're going to keep him in for Matarrita, even though he's back from suspension. I think Wallace did okay last game. Gomez is coming in for Allen. Reason for that is that both Wallace and Matarrita are both being called up to the World Cup with Costa Rica, which means we have no left wing backs. Allen can, in theory, play left wing back, but he's booking away from a suspension. So we're going to rest him here, hope that at least we get one game where we have a decent enough left-sided wing-back. Otherwise, we're going to struggle if he gets suspended, to be honest. I haven't really troubleshooted that one yet, but we'll come to that problem when we get to it. Ring and Ludemo comes in. He starts this game in midfield. We're going to go with Morales, Villa, and Williams up top again. Looked promising last game, didn't it? It just needs some better finishing. Once again, we have the standard MLS formation from Seattle. At least it's consistent. We kind of can learn to play against it, can't we? Encourage the team. Now, do we say we've been on a good run? 3 wins is a decent run, isn't it? But we haven't been fantastic during that run. Alright, we'll go with it. See what happens. The old calm, we have faith. And then let's see if we can convert some of our chances into goals. Curious to see how Gomez does down the right wing. He potentially, and you know, with attributes, he has the potential to be quite good for us. He's really lacking match fitness, though, which is a little bit disappointing. He's won the ball nicely there. So early days, we're just shading possession. Give them some encouragement. Williams is looking nervous again. He has the issue of getting nervous very easily. I don't know if that... I should check his... see if that's part of his personality. But yeah, it's a little bit of a worry. It's a nice ball in. Oh, if he'd been on his toes, maybe he could have snuck in there with a header. But is that Sebastian? No, Fry. He used to keep at Toronto, didn't he? I can't think of his first name now. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. Seattle just passing it around. Is that Roman Torres from Panama, World Cup fame, I wonder? Probably is. Clint Dempsey has gone out. They're just keeping the ball here, aren't they? Oh, we've won that back nicely. Well done, Alexander Ring. Ludemo, what can he do? He's gone for an early ball through for Villa. What can David Villa do? David Villa! That's more like it by the Spanish legend, isn't it? That was a really, really good finish. Look at Ring. Ring has pounced. Ludemo, good early ball. We brought him in to replace Pirlo. That pass is Pirlo-esque, and no mistake from David Villa. 1-0 to New York City FC. I think we could be maybe finding something that works for us here. Zelalem and Keaton Parks, they're both away with the US Under-20 squad, if you've been wondering why we haven't been seeing them. We're looking to extend Zalalem's loan deal, hopefully, till the end of next season. I'm just negotiating that with Arsenal now. They've accepted it, so I think it's just up to Zalalem whether he wants to accept it or not. He's been playing with us, or for us, I should say, so there's no reason why he shouldn't accept it. given that his club is happy for it to happen. Now that, I think, could be McNamara that we had last season that we traded away for, basically because he was going to get waived for nothing. So we got a first round draft pick for him. So he'll probably come back and haunt us, won't he? It's a good pass from Morelos out to Gomez. What can Gomez do? He's got a nice ball in for Williams! Oh, for Williams. He was so good against Colorado. Won us the game with 2 goals. You can see he's obviously not quite the finished product yet because he is not able to... He's no, if you've been following my Nottingham Forest series, he's no Elazar, you see, that just sort of raises and bangs headers home. Alright, let's see what's going to come of this. Can we defend this, please? It's a good ball in. It's gone to the back post, and it's gone past the keeper. 1-1. Thomas McNamara, he has come back to haunt us. It was always going to happen, wasn't it? It was just not great defending, was it? We should have won that header with Victor Rodriguez won. That was where we went wrong, I think. We've given them encouragement. Rod Wallace isn't having his best game. Maybe we should have started Matarrita. He is the better defensive player. That one might come back on the manager. Alright, corner comes in. Oh no, we've not even challenged for that. Got away with it though. Now let's line up the second ball. We should head that clear. We do. Maxi Morelos is onto that. Can we launch the counter? David Villa, not known for his pace, but he does have magic in those boots, doesn't he? Let's see what he can do. He takes on the man he's beaten him. He squares it for Maxi Morelos. Go home! A stunning counter-attack. David Villa and Maxi Morelos. Do we need anybody else? What a... Just a link up there. Look at Morelos bombing forward. Villa did really well just to wait for him too, didn't he? And no mistake from the finish. Straight at the keeper. I think Fry probably could have done a little bit better. But, yeah, we'll take it, won't we? Now, let's concentrate here. Let's not concede a goal straight away. We've headed it out. Rings there. It doesn't quite complete the clearance. It's still there. Put the pressure on. Callens is back. Clear that. Nicely done, Johnson. Can we launch something from this? No, we cannot. There is no one up there. That's okay. We'll take that because we should have our strikers tracking their fullbacks back. So that's all part of the plan. Can we build from this? Williams is there. What can he do? He's kept the ball. Has he? Yes, he's done nicely. Kept possession. Back to Callens. Crossfield ball. Can Gomez get that? He can. This is looking promising. Keeping the ball nicely. What's Gomez got for us? Again, he's knocked it in field for Morelos. Morelos is one touch pass for Williams. Out on Williams! Oh, straight at the keeper again. Our finishing is just not up to scratch, is it? If you are a New York City fan, I hope finishing is better in real life for you guys because it would be an extremely frustrating thing to have to sit through if they were like this all the time. I think actually they have a game here on Sky against Toronto FC. I think it's this weekend. I saw an advert for it, so I have to try and remember to watch that. I've seen a couple of their games. Elton Wings has picked up a knock, but that was a little while ago now. And MLS teams, obviously, we look at our team. We won the thing last year, and we almost have a completely different team for this year. So it's difficult to get to know players. Morelos, it's a nice ball for Ring. There we go for Williams. Can he finish this one out on Williams? Whoa! That's more like it. That's the sort of finishing that we saw from Elton Williams against Colorado. You can see he's going to be a good player for us, isn't he? It's just a matter of how long we can keep him under the salary cap, I think. But look at that good run, and what a finish that is. Lifted over the keeper, inside the near post, no chance. He's going to be special, isn't he? I think he's a computer generated, we got him in our academy, so not a real life person. So I can't ask how he's doing in real life because he doesn't exist. Rod Wallace is disappointing, isn't he? 6.1. So that's half time, 3-1 up. This is a little bit better for the channel too, isn't it? We're seeing some goals, which is nice. I think we'll go a calm, don't let your performance levels drop. We'll do some individual team talks here and then we'll come back for the second half. Okay, just the one sub you can see at the top there. Given that Elton Williams has picked up a knock, we've taken him off. We've brought on Jack Harrison to play as a striker. We are retraining him to play there so he's more natural. We're playing him as a poacher. Just want to keep his match fitness up. Ideally, I'd like to go back to playing wingers at some point, because we do have Jonathan Lewis as well that we're not really using right now, just because we were horrible and we switched to this 5-3-2 and things really picked up. So I just want to keep Jack Harrison interested, because he is a really, really good player. And if we can use him as a striker, he certainly has the attributes for it. It's just a matter of getting him natural in the position. There's a nice pass from Morales to Villa. Can Villa finish? This will be a wonderful goal. Keeper again. We need to have a look at who's coaching our shooting training or something, because we're absolutely woeful. We could have won this. We could be, 5 or 6 up. We could have put 3 past Portland last game. Rings knocked that back in beautifully. Just can't quite get onto that Harrison. Alright, let's see. They've scored from their only shot on goal again. We're not half unlucky with our defensive play, are we? We just seem to concede every time the other team gets a shot. That could, of course, be down to just giving them really, really good opportunities. And there it is again. It's got over the bar this time. There's one we've got away with, because that could easily have ended up in the back of the net. Wallace is looking tired. He's not playing well, so we might take him off. Bring Matarrita on. We're really going to struggle while this World Cup's on without Matarrita or Wallace. Hopefully, and nothing against any Costa Ricans that may be watching, but hopefully Costa Rica get knocked out nice and early so we can get them back in the team. David Villa with the free kick. What can he do? He's gone for goal into the wall. Ludemo picks it up though. Can he find a ball? He can. Look at that for Harrison. Harrison round the corner for Callens. Callens just can't quite get it clear. He gets a chance now. Callens! 4-1 and we are away. This is what we've been threatening to do, isn't it? We create so many chances. And even this game, we've seen how many we've missed, but Callens there just couldn't quite get it out of his feet. And look at that for a first-time strike. That's a classic. Really good, just inside the post, low, didn't give the keeper a chance. Now we're almost in a position where we could just play somebody to give them match fitness. I wish I took Steve Bullen, our young, promising attacking midfielder, off the bench because I wanted to have Matarrita and Gomez. I wanted to have cover down both wings on the bench. On the bench. So I took off Bullen, which is disappointing now. Even if I had Navarro, that again, our promising young centre back, I wouldn't mind having one of them on the field just to give them some experience. But it's not to be. We do have the US Cup coming up, which the board don't care about. I'm going to use that to play reserves and prospects, give our second choice keeper a game, and then again some of our younger players from the academy, just from Morales. I'm not too concerned if we go out. I think we have, is it Indy 11 or somebody else? I can't remember. It might be Carolina in the 4th round. They've got to play yet, so I wouldn't mind beating them. Obviously, we should be beating them, and just seeing how far we can get to play an MLS team, and then maybe playing a slightly stronger team. But this is a great build-up play. Morales across for Harrison. Just didn't get his foot around it. This has been so much better though, hasn't it? 4 goals. It's a shame about the clean sheet, but you can't have everything. Here, can we win this ball back? They pass it around nicely, don't they, Seattle? They just don't seem to do too much with it. Not really going to hurt us there. They've knocked one over the top. Escobar should have that. He does. Back to the keeper. Well done. You can see in our play too, we're sort of doing the sensible thing more often than not. Oh, just as I said that. Johnson has saved Escobar several blushes. Do we want to make a final sub here? Oh, look at this. The edge of the area. It's gone in for Escobar! Off the bar! Oh, that would have been his first goal for the club too. Can we reload and go again here? No, we cannot. It's almost in stoppage time. Not much point making a change now, but that was much more like it. Can we cap it off with a 5th? Morales. We're just all over them, aren't we? We're playing so much better this episode than we have been, even off episode games. They were really tight games, and we kind of maybe shaded them or had sort of a moment of magic from Villa or Morales, and that's what's got us through. But I think Ludemo coming back and being fit certainly helped, certainly keeping possession and passing the ball through midfield. I'm really liking Alexander Ring in there as well. I think he's helping break up play. So that's maybe something we can consider as having a playmaker and Ring maybe moving forward. It's all part of the process though, isn't it? It was essentially, we had a lot of the same players, but I think the key roles in midfield was a lot of change this year and just starting to figure out the best way for us to play. But that was a really, really good performance. 19 shots on goal. We only scored 8 of them, or put 8 of them on target, and then scored 4 of those. So not a bad conversion rate. We played really well. Let's not get complacent, and on we go. And look at that, it's a massive 3 points. 4 points off the top of our division now. Things are starting to look up, aren't they? Quality of possession. Alton Williams now, what was it? It's just 1 to 3 days, so that's fine. He'll be back before we know it. And that's it for this episode, guys. Look at those green dots. They're just starting to mount up. Just last episode was the little blip in that highway, wasn't it? But yeah, if you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe. You can see we are picking up. I think we're going to make a run up the table and be looking to make sure we can defend our title. But enjoy your weekend. We'll be back on Monday. We'll do LA Galaxy and Dallas, I think, end of the month, start of the month. That looks like a good one. So we'll know how we've gotten on. Is Carolina or Indy 11 that we're playing in the 4th round. So we'll know how we've got on against in that. And hopefully we've continued to raise up the MLS Supporter Shield table as well, if that's what it's called. Correct me if my terminology is incorrect, because it probably is. So until then, I've been Aussie Bill, and thank you so much for watching. And here are some of our best goals from May. Take care.
Like a dragon.